Rolling Loud Radio every Friday night.
You would never want to miss
Rolling Loud Radio. We got a special guest, Gritty Licks. What is good?
What's poppin'? How you doing?
Chilling. So let the people know where you from. What you represent.
I'm from Sacramento, California. Born and raised. Moved all over the city.
Got you. What are some of your influences though, and music wise?
Musically, I love Janae Aiko, XXX, Juice World. Juice World, All Girls Were the Same. That actually was a track that made me even think that I could get in the lab and do something. Ever since then, I just been perfecting my craft, trying to make my own sound, my own vibes and stuff.
Dope.
Those are top three, I would really say.
That's dope. The what got you into music?
Honest, that's hard because honestly, a lot of people ask me that. It's like I was in kind of like a dark, isolated like time of my life, and like my mom was in a coma, and they're gonna basically pull the plug on her and stuff. My dad is a schizophrenic and in and out of jail and all that. So I think I kind of like subconsciously like just push that under, I didn't really like feel it at the time. I was kind of numb, and my friend Devin actually brought me to the studio that I work at now about like 2-3 years ago, and it was just a positive outlet, and like I was like, man, I could really do this. Like I just fell in love with it.
That's dope. Do you talk about a lot of those life stories in your music?
Sometimes I do, but I have like 300 songs, so it's like I'm so versatile. So when I started, a lot was about that, talking about just however I'm feeling. Sometimes, we have our human emotions that we go through. Sometimes I want to rage out and go crazy, and other times I'll be just chilling. So I be vibing out. I do everything.
Dope. The speaking of a lot of music, last year you dropped the Blackout EP and Macramento EP.
Yeah.
How the response come from those two?
Man, it was crazy because everybody knew I was making music, and then Blackout. It was when the pandemic first hit, so I thought like Blackout was like the perfect little thing to call it and stuff, and it was just I was talking about a lot of different things that was going on and just trying to stay positive and stuff. There's a lot of negativity in my city and stuff. So a lot of politics. So I just try to give a little different vibe to that. Same thing with Macramento, and now it's been out for about like 3 months, and we're like half a million views in the past 3 months. So they took it crazy.
That's fire. The people are attracting to your music.
Yeah, they like that. It's different for sure.
What is like the indie music scene? You were talking about like the politics. What is that scene like in Sac?
It's just like basically like street stuff. It's just, you feel me?
The music and the street stuff.
Yeah, I be on more like soulful and rock and alternative, and I came out with I when I first started making music, all the poppin' rappers, they was like, you're tough. So I got features with like big artists from my city, and I actually knew before music, just from being from. So they was fucking with me, and I was like, yeah, I could do this. I just want to be different about it and touch like internationally, just touch people. And if you could change one person's life, that's, man, I've been getting crazy feedback like that should be speaking to people sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's like the idea with music is to touch people and interact with people, and that I think that's what makes people fans of new artists coming up too.
Yeah, for sure.
Part of it. The how has the pandemic affected like your writing and dropping music and your whole process?
I actually had a couple like label meetings lined up. I'm in this room over here, but yeah, I had some label meetings lined up, and the pandemic hit, and you know, that messed everything up, the flights and all that stuff. So it kind of took a little, it just slowed us down, but we kept working through it. So it really didn't even like slow me down. I feel like it just built my catalog up more. And now I just have 2021 is like we're dropping so consistently. Like it slows me down for festivals or shows and being out there and like, but it didn't slow me down music wise or anything.
Fire. Yeah, that's what I like to hear is like when artists, they're like, oh, just like stop me, I can't do anything, but there's the artists are out there, they're grinding through it, still dropping their music, still recording, still lining up for when outside opens back up, I guess you can say. And you know, and they're ready to go and the new music is there. Speaking of new music, we are premiering your new song called Juice. Can you talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so that record, so I work with this collaboration group and we're called For Family and For Friends.
Okay.
And everybody is just a group of just creatives and like shout out my nigga Moses. He does graphic arts, videos, everything. Bossa with 2000 Wow. He works with a lot of big artists like Coyle Ray and he did Ray Trendy Me recently. So I met them in LA, and the producer Young Belt, he just played this beat, and I'm like, this a vibe. I heard that guitar. I don't know what sample it is, but the guitar sample is like it's such a soulful, like I fell in love with the guitar sample, and I just freestyled over the beat, and we just made the drums like kind of jumpy and stuff, and like it's a tight record. It's very different. It's a vibe for sure.
Dope.
We got crazy with it too.
With that, we're gonna get into playing the song. You want to intro the song? Let the people know where they can get at you, your socials, anything coming up this next year you want to talk about in 2021.
Hell yeah, we've been working. I'm ready. This the year. We got Juice premiering Friday. We got DJ 5 Venom and Rolling Loud, and then I believe 2 weeks after that I have a visual called Writing coming out. On Valentine's Day we have Say You Do.
Nice.
You can tap in with me on all social media, Gritty Lakes.
Rolling Loud Radio every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern. Sirius XM Hip Hop Nation, hosted by yours truly, DJ 5 Venoms.